Guys, ooh. You guys, it is the most wonderful time of the year. Operation Christmas Child. So Operation Christmas Child is a charity run by Samaritan's Purse. The leader is Franklin Graham, the son of Billy Graham. I have been participating in Operation Christmas Child for over 20 years, and it is my favorite thing to do. If I could have a full-time job working for this organization, I would. And I've applied, but they denied it. That's okay, moving on. So, Operation Christmas Child is a ministry that reaches out to people through gifts, and the gifts are given in shoeboxes. So these items can include clothes, bath and school supplies, toys, stickers, books, anything that kind of makes you feel good and feel happy around the holidays. So first thing is first, I cannot stand scrummaging around my house every single year for an empty shoebox. I feel like I never buy shoes, so I never have a box. So just last year, I made the decision to buy a pack of about 100 boxes, so I never have to worry about that again. You can buy that on the Operation Christmas Child website, and I will link that in the description below. So there are 3 age ranges for these boxes. There's 2 to 4, 5 to 9, and 10 to 14. You can choose either a boy or a girl, and I personally like to do both. So I usually do a girl 5 to 9 and a boy 5 to 9. However, I do have to say that people are in need of boxes for boys 10 to 14. So I think that might be something that I'll be doing in the future, or maybe this year. Never mind. This year, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of what I pack in my boxes and kind of give you some tips for if you wanna do it yourself. I actually have my own handy dandy Operation Christmas Child storage box. What I do is I collect things throughout the year and I put it in the box so that when it comes to around September or October, I have all the things that I need and I can just add them to the box. So what I normally do is every time I go to the movie theater, and I don't know if they have this everywhere, but they have this like claw, you know the claw thing? The claw machine. And every time I go there with my husband or my friend or alone, because sometimes I do that, I like to get my own rubber duck. This is a really cool idea, and it's really fun. Like, I always go searching for the next little gadget that I can get for my box. Other things that I like to save are these little tins. Usually I get them as Christmas presents, and I like to keep all my wrapping paper and all of my Christmas bags. So I would keep anything that's durable like this, and what I do is I use it for supplies. So here's just an example of how I was able to use those little tins as storage. So here's my tin. This is for the boy, and if you open it up, and it has his pencil sharpeners and his erasers. So I think it's really cute. It also says Merry Christmas on it, so it's very festive, and it's a little holder that he can use. For each box, I would suggest what they call a wow item. So it's something that really grabs your attention and gets you excited once you open your box. And normally for boys, I like to get a soccer ball. I would suggest getting the real deal soccer ball with the pump, because you can get the flimsy styrofoam ones, but they don't last that long. And I want to get stuff for the kids that can last for years and not just for a few months. However, I do have to say that these are huge and it's kind of hard to fit in a tiny box, so you kind of have to plan accordingly. I would hate to give him just one really cool present and then skimp out on the other presents because they can't fit. So that is something I'm working on, and if you guys have any suggestions on how to fit a really cool soccer ball into a box and still give them other things and not skimp out on it, please let me know. And for the girls' wow item, I normally get a doll. So we usually have dolls like this, cute little toys, things that will really grab their eye and get them excited. So when you're packing your shoebox, you want to make it as condensed as possible. So what I do is I take absolutely everything out of its wrappings, whether it's toys, books, pencils, pens, erasers, any kind of bathroom or hygiene item, take it out. The only thing I really keep in its package are the toothbrushes, because you want those to stay clean and you don't want the bristles to get all messed up. For the soap, always wrap it in a plastic bag. That way the scent kind of won't get on all of the toys and on the toothbrush, and it kind of keeps things separate. I also always pack these mini towelettes, and I think it's a good idea because it saves so much space. See how thin it is? I used to always pack these sponge washcloths, but I feel like it's very bulky and it takes up a lot of room in the box. Sometimes I'm able to fit it in, but when I can't, I love to do these little towels because they're so thin. Once you get them wet, that's when it absorbs, and it's kind of cute because it has fun little characters. However, there's some rules of things we can't pack. Unfortunately, we can't pack toothpaste anymore, which I used to do. But instead of toothpaste, I just do dental floss. Obviously, we can't pack any war-related items, even if they're just little toy soldiers. Those cannot be packed in the box. You can't pack any weapons, any fire starters, any liquids. So that would even include a snow globe. We used to be able to pack candy, but we can no longer pack candy. And again, that's all going to be down in the link in the description. If you click on the website, it will tell you everything that you can and can't pack. Now we can move on to the more fun things. This is where I really like to get creative. I like to pack just fun little items for them. I also suggest writing a letter. I have written a letter every year. I have not gotten one back, but I do know people that have, and I just have faith that I will get a letter back one day. I also always pack a blank envelope, and I put a piece of paper in it, I put a stamp on it, and I write my address. So if they did want to write back, all they had to do was fill out the paper and send it on its way. And then the last step is you have to go online. There is a processing fee of about like $7 or $9. So pay that fee for each box. Check off if it's a boy or a girl and what age range. And then I would always suggest taking large rubber bands and taking 2 per box and just wrapping it around each box just in case the lid flies off. I always think of the worst possible scenarios, but it's always really good to have just a rubber band holding it together, especially during transport. So anyways, I think that's it. I probably forgot a lot of things, but this is a ministry that is very near and dear to my heart and something that I will do every year forever. So I hope that you guys enjoy, and if you have any tips or tricks, please let me know. All right, thanks guys. Bye.